Thank you for joining me on another video. By the end of this one, you're going to know exactly why entrepreneurs quit. And we don't want to quit. So I'm going to go over 10 reasons why entrepreneurs quit. And you want to stick around for the last one because, man, that's probably most important. So without further ado, let's get it. All right, so 10 reasons why entrepreneurs quit. Or anybody quits, really. Okay? The first reason that I'm going to go through is the feeling of being overwhelmed. So overwhelmed is the reason, okay? If somebody is overwhelmed and they're having all of these, anxiety attacks and panic attacks, it all starts from stress and being overwhelmed. And you know what? When you're running a business, when you are, let's say, in a commission game and sales, it is overwhelming because you're not promised a paycheck. There's nobody taking attendance whether you show up or not. You're not getting paid. You don't have sick days. You don't have vacation days. You are the crown of the king or the queen, wearing the crown on your own journey. You don't show up, you don't show out. You don't like the number in your bank account or your business is not being successful, gotta look in the mirror. Sometimes that's an overwhelming feeling. And sometimes you think you want something, but halfway through the journey, you don't want it anymore. Like, I want to have my weekends off. I want to shut my phone off. I want to be able to shut my mind off after 5 o'clock. Let's say you're working in a 9 to 5. Not everybody is built for entrepreneurship. It ain't that easy. The highs are high, the lows are low, but you gotta be built different. You gotta have that skin. I'm not painting an awesome picture because a lot of entrepreneurs fail. So a big reason why they quit is because they get overwhelmed. They're not making enough money. They're not doing the work that they're supposed to do. They don't like the way they're viewing themselves because they can hide in corporate. You can hide in corporate. Show up, put on your nice little shirt, come around, and then go back home, go to the grocery store when it's packed, go to the malls when it's packed. Everybody's walking away and packed. The beauty about being an entrepreneur is like, hey, you can go to the bank and to the mall when nobody's there. But running the business and trying to be successful is an overwhelming feeling. So that's a reason why people quit. Now, let's go to reason number 2. Lack of results. Let's call it what it is. Sometimes a spade is just a spade. Not good enough right now. Your idea wasn't as good as you thought it was. Your work ethic is not as good as you thought it was. Bottom line, the results that you're getting are not as good as you thought they were going to be. The lack of results is usually on a bad idea, a bad vision, or bad work ethic. That's it. If you have the right vision and if you have a good work ethic, man, there's luck in everything we do. You might not hit success as fast as you thought, but if you have the right idea and you have the work ethic, you're going to hit success enough to keep you going. And one day, boom, you will hit your home run. But the lack of results, man, makes you quit. I can probably do a whole video just on why we get a lack of results, okay? So if you like what I'm sharing, let me know. Hit that like button. If you want a certain topic that you're struggling with, tell me in the comments. Man, if you're watching these videos and you haven't hit that subscribe button, I got some news for you. Don't be cheap with your little subscribe button. Don't be cheap with your hits. It's free, man. If you like the video, it's free. Boom. All you got to do right now is subscribe. And it gives me a lot of love, gives me a lot of reason to keep going, right? Okay, so lack of results, we covered that. Let's go on to the third reason why people quit. Simple self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. Let's get this really clear. Self-sabotage starts in your mind. It starts in your conscious. It starts in your beliefs and the words that you tell yourself. So you start this entrepreneur journey, and now all of a sudden you're feeling maybe you're not good enough. Maybe you're not worthy. Maybe you have a fear of failure. Maybe you have a fear of success. All these things will come to self-sabotage you. If you're watching this video and you're feeling those, I have 2 tips for you. A, we've all felt them. You're not alone. And B, they're not going to go away. You just know that the thoughts will come and you have to ignore them and you got to push forward. And when you have a proof, when you have a proven concept, when you have overcome those, and hit the things that you needed to hit the targets and your goals while having those thoughts, now you know, okay, that's just part of the game. You're coming at me now. You're trying to self-sabotage me, but I'm proving myself and I'm going to do it again. So you know that that's just part of the process. Because human beings, we're always going to have doubt and fears. Look, I'm not saying that I don't have them. I'm saying you get better at noticing them and disregarding them. Okay? So, self-sabotage is true. So one of the things that you can get around this is really focus on the words that you're telling yourself. Pay attention to your self-talk, right? And if you're having negative self-talk, fill it up with visualization, affirmation. Guys, there's videos on that stuff in this somewhere on my channel. Make sure you watch it, right? But really what I do want to cover is the law of substitution. You get a negative thought, right away substitute it with a positive one. Smile. Change your state. Ready? Okay, so reason number 4 why people quit. We become problem attractors. A magnet, if you will. A problem magnet. Where we haven't learned the art of attracting abundance into our lives. Because of some of the things that I covered on the earlier point, our self-talk and such, and the way we view ourselves, and we keep dwelling on all the wrong in our life, we start attracting more wrong in our life, because you will always attract where your frequency and vibration is. We will always attract what we are, not what we want. So when we are problem magnets, there's probably some internal things that we've got to figure out. If you're always hitting a hurdle, in your business, a couple things can be wrong. A, you're not of the right mindset. Or B, you don't have enough people on the bus. There's way too many things to do in a day for that one person. There could be a lot of different reasons why you're hitting that. Maybe you don't have enough money in your business. Okay? But the point is, you don't want to be a problem magnet. After you fix a problem, now another one is around the corner, right? You want to have more wins than losses. And until you prove yourself, it is like a roller coaster. It's that upward journey. And during that upward journey, you're going to have a lot of problems. The ones with a thick skin, the ones with belief in themselves, the one with true vision and work ethic, they will be confident enough to keep climbing, and then all of a sudden, they could put in neutral, go downhill. And then you'll just feel the bumps like a roller coaster, but that big wave is gone. All right? So don't be a problem magnet, because that will make you quit. Number 5, quite simply, bad decisions. If you watch any mob movies like I did, like the mob boss has a conciliar. You should have your team of trusted people that you can talk to, not the yes men, not the people that just agree on everything that you're saying, definitely not the naysayers and the haters. You have to have a group of people, or one person, honestly. One person. If you believe in yourself, and you have one person that supports you and believes in you, if that happens to be your significant other, you are golden. You're golden. You believe in yourself and you have that one person that has your back. The one person says, babe, you can do it. Or my guy, you can do it. Whatever that person is, a father, a husband, a wife, a sister, a best friend, that one person, you have a better chance of doing what you set out to do. All right, so let's come down a bit because we're talking about bad decisions. That person is also going to help you not make bad decisions. Now, the other thing that's going to help you is because a lot of high achievers, they're also big risk takers. If you're an entrepreneur, you obviously have taken some risks in order to even wanting to be an entrepreneur. That characteristic doesn't go away. So now when you're making decisions, you can't just be ballsy all the time. You got to give yourself a time frame, sit back, stop, observe, you know what I mean? Analyze all the options, work through the different options, and when you're in a clear state, decide. And when you decide decisively. Different video for a different day. Give me a like and I'll make it. All right. So, bad decisions, it'll make you quit. So another reason why people quit is just procrastination, not being able to get, I like to think I was a big procrastinator. Maybe a lot of you that are watching are big procrastinators or were big procrastinators. The word tomorrow just feels so good. If you have to study, I'll do it tomorrow. Do the dishes tomorrow. I'll work out tomorrow. I'll start my diet tomorrow. I'll start my prospecting calls tomorrow. It's just like, there is that guilt. But the feeling of just saying tomorrow, it's a good feeling. But in business, in entrepreneurship, there is little or zero room for procrastination because what's going to get you where you want is action. And to steal a term from Tony Robbins, massive actions. You got to take massive action if you want to make change. You have to take massive action if you want to hit success. You have to understand boring repetition, doing the same thing over and over again, and then getting your result. There is no room for procrastination, y'all. Point number 7, why people quit. Entrepreneurs quit. Being a lone wolf. I suffered from that and I still suffer from it. Right? So being a first generation Canadian, my parents came from another country. I had to figure out a lot of stuff in this country on my own. Right? Because they didn't know. They didn't grow up here. So they didn't know. So I had to figure out things on my own. Okay? So what did that make me do? On the bright side, that made me very self-resilient, made me very, I trust myself because I've proven things to myself. Hey, boom, boom, boom. I got to figure out school on my own. I got to figure out sports on my own. Now, no one's going to teach me how to throw a baseball or a football. They don't know, right? They don't even know what that is. No one's going to teach me English or help me on my homework. I got to figure that out because my parents never did that homework. They were loving people. I love them to death, but they just didn't have the experience here in this new country. I was the first person to experience it. So my children, they have the benefit of me that went through all this stuff. And now I can say, hey, maybe you should do that and not this. Hey, let me check your homework and make sure you're right. Hey, at this age, you should read this book. Hey, man, let's try out for that sports team because, whether you make it in sports or not, the fundamentals that it teaches you, blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, let's learn a little bit of self-defense, right? We've been there. You understand what I'm saying? So, to the point, though, to the detriment of that, is that for me, because I had to do a lot of things for myself, and a lot of you can relate, that's why I'm sharing the story, we have made that a habit. So it's hard for us to ask for help. And if you're a lone wolf, a lot of the times, if you're at a lunch with somebody and somebody tries to pay the bill, you get like a little mini panic attack because you don't want people to do things for you. If that resonates with you, you're probably a lone wolf. So Being a lone wolf in business is bad because there's something that is called proximity. You want to be in proximity with people that have done what you've done. Also, there's teamwork. You have to sometimes strategize with people. Hey, let's partner up. Let's go hit that home run together. Hey, how did you do this marketing piece? This is how I do mine. Where is the mistake that I made? Hey, how did you do this so well? Can you share with me? There is a lot of networking. And just by asking for business, you have to go out and network and meet people. So being a lone wolf is not going to work because you're not surrounding yourself with the right mentors. You're not surrounding yourself with the colleagues that are on the same mission as you are. And most importantly, you're not networking to meet the right clientele or the right people that are going to propel your business. It only takes one person to write you a 7-figure check if you have a startup or whatever, or to invest in your business, or if you're in sales to make that huge deal. You're not going to meet them in your pajamas watching Netflix on your phone on the bathroom. It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So being a lone wolf, I spent a little bit more time on that, but I deal with that a lot. I'm still dealing with that. It's ingrained in me, so I have to catch it. The healing is in the knowing. All right? So number 8, self-doubt. Self-doubt, pretty, explanatory. I think I did a good job on self-doubt when I did point number 3, which is self-sabotage. The reason why I wanted to have its own category because it is so important. Doubts creep in and we don't even catch them. Don't even catch them. They're like a blink of an eye, but they're so dangerous for you. You have to catch them. Can you really do this? Yes, I can. That's how fast I catch them. Man, I don't know. You're going on stage, man. What are people going to think of you? They're going to think I'm great. You know what I'm saying? Self-doubt is one of the biggest reasons why people fail. Let's go on to the next point. Point number 9, selective hearing. Okay, selective hearing. People that are in your ear and they're not giving you the right advice, but it makes you feel good, you're going to fail. Surrounding yourself with people that haven't done or been where you want to go, that's going to be a reason why you quit. Let's kind of pivot. Hearing the things that you think appease your ego. Like, for example, hey, you should be going on to this amazing seminar where people are going to be on stage. There's going to be a VIP lunch where you can network with people that you want to be like. And a little voice tells you, you already know everything, Rick. Why are you going to spend $1,000 to go to this event? You already know everything. Don't listen to that little voice. There's a reason why all the top people go to the seminars in this example, right? Or there's somebody that wants to teach you about marketing. You already know everything? Okay. Well, if you already know everything, then you're going to have a rough time as being an entrepreneur. I know nothing, and I'm a very successful entrepreneur. I'm a lifelong student. I welcome knowledge because I know what I'm really good at. I specialize what I'm really good at. I know what I'm not good at, and I don't want to do what I'm not good at. That's the attitude. So if someone is there to teach me what I'm not good at, hey, I'm all ears. And if somebody is offering me to be somewhere with people that I want striving to be like, I'm there. If I need to pay for their coaching, I'm there. I'm there. Don't listen to that little voice that thinks that, you got it all figured out. Because selective hearing is going to get you right into the quitting zone. It will get you right into the quitting zone. Last point, number 10. Coming from my point number 9. But it's so important, I gave its own category. Who is in your ear? Selective hearing is an action that I'm doing. I'm choosing to hear. This is a little different. Who's in your ear is the people that you're choosing to let in your life. You heard it before, and I'll remind you. You are the product of the people in your life. If you want to be a millionaire and you're hanging around with 5 millionaires, you probably will be the 6th. You know what I'm saying? So you need to do an inventory of your life and the people that are in it. You really need to figure out the people that are in it. And get rid of the people that are not serving you. But definitely, if you're not going to get rid of them, definitely don't give them the opportunity for them to be in your ear. Because the words that come in here need to be protected. So much so, if you're around negativity, I suggest you leave that room. If you're on a dinner table and everybody there is just talking crap and negative and negative and negative, hey man, a lot of times I go for a walk. I'll eat my food first, right? Or if I'm in an environment, everybody's mingling and having a drink and I don't like the energy. Or if, my wife and I go to a party, I don't like the energy. I say, hey, babe, I'm going to go for a walk. And she knows exactly what that means. Because I'm that type, I thrive off energy. I pick up on energy. And because I pick up on energy, not only have to be careful on who's in my ear, I have to be careful on who's in my atmosphere. Who's in my horizon. Man, if I'm pumping gas and there's a negative Nancy right beside me complaining, I can feel that negative energy. I try to pump my gas and bounce. Right? So if you're somebody that has more of an empath and you can pick up on things, or you're coming into your abilities, your light, if you will, different story, different video. We can talk about meditation. We can talk about being a light worker. We can talk about all this kind of stuff. We can talk about your natural psychic abilities. I tune into mine. And I'm kind of touching on that right now when I talk about picking up on energy, seeing auras, feeling auras. Yeah, man, all that stuff is true. Like that if you agree. Like this video if you agree. Hey, disagree if you disagree. Tell me a comment and tell them crazy if you don't like it. But do something, y'all. Okay, so be very careful who's in your ear, who you surround yourself with. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I love spending time with you. Hopefully this stuff is helping. I want to give you things that you can use. So these were the 10 reasons why people quit in entrepreneurship and anything in life, really, sports, whatever. You can use these same 10 rules. I enjoyed my time with you. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.